Hello, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coach. And so it is March 8th, 2020. I am back. I have been away for a while. When Kobe Bryant died back in January of 2020, I said that I would love to go to his funeral. And I actually signed up to go to his funeral online, but I got on the wait list. But as fate would have it, my job actually sent me away to LA the same week of his funeral. So I went a few days earlier. And actually got to just hang out with the people who were there for the funeral and get to go around LA. My husband went with me, and we actually got to enjoy a whole week in LA. I worked most of the time while he went out and to sightsee, but in the evenings we did actually have a chance to take pictures, go out and have fun, and it was an exciting week. So that's where I've been for a while. I came back and got back into work, trying to run our company, and so I've really gotten really busy. So, but now I'm back. And I want to do a reading. There's a lot of things that's been happening in the news. One of the biggest things now this week is Harry and Meghan are back in the UK for their last hoorah. And they've been making a splash. Meghan actually looks really good. And Harry is, I guess he's soaking it all up, the last few events that he has to carry out with his family. And tomorrow is Monday. They have the Commonwealth event. So I just want to do a reading on what everybody's feeling, like with Harry and Meghan and the Queen, how they're feeling about this last month of during this transition period, how things are really going. And I know Harry just had a meeting with the Queen when he got back, solo meeting with the Queen for 4 hours. So we're just going to just take a little sneak peek into what's going on and how everybody's feeling and how this transition is going with the family. So I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to start out with Kipper cards, and we'll take it from there. So let's get started. Okay, so make sure that this is save some time here. I already did the cards. We got 9 cards out. The middle card, this is going to be the Kipper cards. This is going to be showing us what's happening right now with this transitioning with Harry, Meghan, and the Queen. And the middle card is the mature lady. So in the center of this whole story is the Queen, the mature lady. She's the one in control of everything that's happening right now. Bottom, we have adversity. So this is Harry. And we have dispute, judge, court. I always put, because these are in, I think this is German, I translated the words at the bottom myself. Then we have the coffin. We have the rich man. Again, the mature lady. And then we have the false person. We have high honor or castle royalty. Court authority. And we have rich girl, friend, niece. She could be any of those. So let's get to reading. Okay, so we're asking about Harry, Meghan, and the Queen during this transition, this last month of transition for them out of their senior roles. How is it going? So, starting with the Queen, which is the middle of the card, I feel. We have Harry. Harry's very worried. A little frantic. Adversity. Yeah, it's a lot of adversity and grief. So Harry's not taking this very well. It's a lot to give up your family and give up your royalty, give up your title. Although the Queen is saying it's not losing the Duke of Sussex title, he's losing a lot of power by leaving the UK, not being able to use his title overseas, not knowing where this is going to go, not really having anything set in stone about his and Meghan's future. and not knowing exactly what's going to happen in a year or less than a year now, once the Queen looks over the past 12 months to review what she's actually going to, what the final decision is going to be about his and Meghan's lifestyle. Are they going to pay for their security? Are they going to keep their title? He doesn't know. He's going to make enough money to pay for the things he needs to pay for. It's a whole new life he's starting out on. Like most kids at the age of 18 or 22, when they finish high school, or 22 when they finish college, this is the point where Harry is. He's not had this to really truly be on his own and make his own decisions. And this is a lot for him. He has a lot of people against him. You don't normally have this many people weighing in on your life, right? And he's worried. He doesn't want to look like a fool. He doesn't want to make any mistakes. He knows how people feel about his wife, and that worries him. And he knows there's a lot of uphill battles. In his head, there's a lot that he's carrying, and he doesn't want to fail. So he's very worried right now. Still, everything is still in dispute or up in the air about what's really going to end, how their future's going to be in a year, right, from now. They don't know. Are they going to get the contracts they need? Are they going to be able to do what they want to do with the titles and to be able to make the money? Because they know that the draw to them is that they're royal. How are the changes that the Queen is making going to impact their ability to make deals and to make the money, and without all this scrutiny? And are they actually going to have to go to court for some of these things that they want to do? They're actually debating this. And at the end of the day, all this is based on the transition, right? What's going on with this last month, in the month of March 2020, of them being senior royals. There's a lot of this adversity, a lot of stress of what the final ruling is going to be. So it's a lot going on. It's very stressful right now. And although they're walking and they're smiling and they're carrying on like they're in love, this is no joke. The Queen, if you look at the Queen's face in this, she's very serious. She's steady. She knows what she wants to do, and she's not going to be moved once she makes her decision. She can love him all she wants, Harry that is, but she's going to make the best decision for the royal family. And she has to be seen as strong and steady and confident. Not, although she's his grandmother, she's also the head of state, right? So she's got to be logical and be fair in her decision. So, now, the other person I think that's also going to be influencing this decision is going to be Charles, rich man. Because he's the next king. Because the Queen's 93 years old. She's not going to live forever. So whatever decision that she makes, if she passes tomorrow, Charles has to back up that decision, and he will. But right now, he is going to support his son, right? He's not going to let him fail completely. So he's influencing this situation too. And of course, at the end of the day, Charles and the Queen feel that Meghan, make sure, is false. Meghan is not who she says she is. They're scared for Harry. They feel as though that this could fail. Of course, all parents want to make sure that their kids to excel in life, but they believe that this decision with Meghan does not have Harry's best interest at heart, and so they're fearful that she's in it for herself more than she is in this move and transition for Harry, for Harry's good sake of Harry, for his peace of mind and what he really wants to do. She's more in it for herself. They don't trust Meghan. That's what I'm trying to say. So whatever they're doing, they're protecting. They're going to protect Harry financially from Meghan if this fails and they don't make the money they're supposed to make. Because if he fails, they're going to blame her. They don't trust her. So they're really putting a lot of reins on Harry, hiding or securing his fortunes from her. So she can't touch his money if something should go wrong. Okay, so then we have, of course, the royalty. This is high honors. This is the castle. There's a lot of still authorities, a lot of rules that during this transition they have to follow. This is not just coming from the Queen, it's coming from law, British rules regarding the monarchy. because at the end of the day, they think that Meghan wants to be the rich girl. Meghan wants to be the one in control. Again, their job is to protect not only Harry, but the royal family. They're seeking authorities and law to make sure that she doesn't get her hand on his money. And she doesn't diminish or wreck or in any way degrade the royal family, the monarchy, for her to become rich. They're blocking that. They're doing everything legally they can to make sure she doesn't get anything that she doesn't deserve, and that could actually ruin or in any way degrade the royal family or any of the future royals. So that's where that's coming. So we're going to read it a different way. Okay. We have the royal family and Charles are worried about Harry. Right? The authority of the Queen. Wow, that's deep. The authority that the Queen has. She's making decisions and she's resolving a lot of things with this transition. This lady's in charge. She's fair, but she's going to go by the rules, whether she's his grandmother or not, because there's a lot more to protect than just, this is my grandson. This is the money that belongs to the monarchy here as well. And whatever happens here will make a precedent for other things to happen. If other people who get married into the royal family, who are commoners, who have the money, that can impact other royals in the future. So whatever decision she's making now, she's looking long term of how it not only protect Harry, but protect the royal family. She's working really hard. She's not done. They're not done with making changes. We don't know the final outcomes yet, but she is working hard to protect the monarchy and Harry. Okay. And again, here, Miss Meghan Markle, they believe is a false person. And they know that this transition is because of her. All these things are happening because Harry wanted to leave, but I think they really truly believe this girl pushed it. She pushed him into doing this. If it wasn't for her, he wouldn't have done it. Yeah, he would want to do it. He maybe didn't really like being a royal, but he would have continued to live his life out as a royal if he had not married her. So they're blaming her for this transition, for these changes. And they wish her to be gone. Not dead, but just gone. Just go, because she's evil. See the snake? Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a snake. That's a reef. I'm so sorry. That's a reef. They wish her to be gone. They want her out. They want her gone. They want her to have as less impact on the royal family as possible. So Harry wants to stay with her, fine, but she's not going to touch them or their money or their power. She's not. Yeah. So I thought that would. Okay, and as far as Meghan, of course, they don't trust her because they think she just wants to use them to become rich. Or Harry. And they believe that she's the reason for this transition. Like if she hadn't married Harry, although Harry wasn't happy with being a royal, he's very moody. They believe that this marriage, her forcefulness, forced this transition. So they don't trust her. And they think that she's in it just for the money and for the fame. So they can't wait to get rid of her and doing this transition. Not to kill her, just to have her gone. The influence, the perception that the royal family is against her, all the negativity that's coming their way, they can't wait till she leaves. So, but they're making sure that they're well protected, Harry's protected, away from her wanting to just get money, fame, and use the family to get what she wants. And I think she's learning that she's up against a formidable foe in the Queen, and she's not going to win. You can be as nasty as you want, you can be as conniving as you want. This Queen, this lady's been through a lot, seen a lot, They've taught her a lot. There's a lot of people around her strategizing with her, the courts, helping her realize and understand what she has to do to protect Harry and the royal family from anybody else trying to come into the family and do what Meghan did, take advantage of any of the other royals in the future. They're protecting this. I mean, they've seen this before millions of times throughout history of people marrying the wrong person, or people that they don't think that's going to benefit the royal family. They've seen it. They understand it. No one wants to use these tactics against anyone, but they feel like with Meghan, and with Harry being such a, I want to say weak, but being so in love and in lust, following that and not following logic, that they have to step in and they have to make sure that yes, we love our grandson and we'll be here for him, but in the end of the day, we have to protect him, and we have to protect the fortune and the monarchy from anybody trying to come in to use people to advance their own agenda. So she's going up against a lot of smart cookies, and she's not going to win. Meghan's just not going to win. And either she's going to follow orders, fall in line, even though she's away, but still follow the path the Queen is going to set for her, or she's going to be ruined. It's that simple. She will be ruined. Harry could stay with her as long as he wants, but they will never trust her. Ever. Ever. Unless she conforms and they pull off what they're trying to do, is have their own life and really do what they say they're going to do, follow orders, get in line, do what they're supposed to do and what they say they're going to do. And until they do that, they're never going to trust Meghan, because they just don't see it ending well between these two. They can come in, smile, and be happy as they want to, look pretty, be dazzling, but they understand that the underlying current is that Meghan is trying to use Harry to get what she wants. Or that was the initial reason she married him and plan around being with him. These tactics, these games she was playing, they know who she is, and they're willing to do whatever they have to do to protect them, the royal family, from her. And her greed, I should say. Okay, so that's, yep, that's that reading. That is the Kipper cards. So now we're going to move on to, there's a set of cards, called the Mona Lisa Tarot. Here you go. The Mona Lisa Tarot. And I'm going to read on that because, as we saw with Meghan, she came in smiling the first day back into the UK. Huge smile on her face, right? Huge smile on her face. Grinning from ear to ear. And so Mona Lisa cards, tarot cards, just remind me of her. And I want to do a reading using the tarot cards to get further understanding about what is Meghan thinking now that she's back in the UK. What is her ultimate plan right here? What is she thinking? What is her ultimate plan for the next 23 days? What is she trying to accomplish while she's in the UK? Because I know she and her PR team have to be orchestrating something. She's there and they've got a plan. So what is her plan? What is her MO? What is she going to accomplish or try to accomplish while she's there? 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to pull 3 cards. We've got 1. Come on. And we've got 3. I'm going to take those 3 and we're going to read them. Here they go. First one is, wow, the stars. There's a lot of hope going on here. So, the stars are major arcana. We have 7 of Wands reversed. That was 7 of Wands. It was reversed. And then we've got the Six of Wands reversed. It was reversed. So I'm going to start with those cards. And I want to read them right side up so I can get a picture of what they're saying. Wow. So Meghan has a lot of hopes and dreams. If you see this, it's like someone's gone to a psychic and asking for guidance. How do I get to people? How can I get to their unconscious? How can I understand other people? How can I devise a plan using what I know against them? Tell me the secrets of these people I need to bedazzle. How do I bedazzle them? How do I use what you know about them? Asking the psychic or the guidance person who's guiding her information on how to beguile everyone. How do I use this information? How do I use their weaknesses? Tell me what I need to do. She's getting a lot of advice. Now, some people say she plays in black magic. I don't know. But she's definitely going to psychic or someone who knows how to persuade and read other people's thoughts to help her figure out what she needs to do while she's in the UK. Tell me their secrets so that I can use them. So she has hopes and aspirations of figuring out a way to get what she wants. That's what the stars are telling me about this is something she did prior to coming to the UK. When she was told she had to come, they started planning from that point on. Okay, then we have the Seven of Wands. It was reversed. So Seven of Wands is usually about standing your ground. Sometimes it's about fighting for others who have no voice. Right? But this was reversed. So this could be dealing with challenges of your own. It's like she feels like she's under the biggest test of her life right now. She's being tested. And it's taking a toll on her to stand her ground. Like, I'm standing my ground, but this is really taking a toll on me. I'm really being challenged. And she's doubting a little bit of what, like I said before, I think she's being beaten into submitting to the royal family, because they're much stronger than she is, right? They have a lot more power, more money, more prestige than she will ever have. So she's standing her ground, but it's taking a toll out of her. And then we have the Six of Wands that's reversed. That was reversed. And so here, usually it means a temporary victory, right? It means there's a little bit of success, a little bit of rewards. So she's thinking when she came that she was going to conquer and that she's going to have this temporary reward. I want to be there for a short period of time, and I'll take my short reward. I'm going to come and I'm going to be dazzled. I'm going to be the femme fatale, and I'm going to just not let them know that I'm sweating. I'm going to smile, and I'm going to show how much in love I am with hair. And we're just going to take this whole week or two by, and we're going to it's going to be a whirlwind. But what happened was, she didn't get what she thought she was going to get. So we still got tomorrow, though, which is the Commonwealth Parade. But she feels, for the Commonwealth event, she feels as though it's not working. Whatever she had set out to do is not working. People are making fun of her. It's like things are being taken out of her control. Like no matter what she does, people are seeing such the negative in it, and she's not seeing the reward is not coming, even the temporary reward. I come in, I swoop in, and we swoop out, and they can't say anything. We're gonna look good. We're gonna be smiling. We're gonna love each other. We're gonna laugh. This is what she thought would happen. This is what they told her would happen. That she needed to do: go in, bedazzle everybody, put on a brave face, be happy, don't make any waves, but stand your ground. But she tried to stand her ground to be who she was. Her and Harry standing as a united force. It's taking its toll out of her because everybody's making jokes and jibs about her. You look at the videos, they're photoshopping it, and they're saying she's too possessive, she's too controlling of Harry, right? And that the temporary win that she wanted to have, the victory she wanted to have while she was in the UK, is being turned upside down, and she's not having that. She's not, the success that she wants is not, she's not seeing it right now. It's actually delayed, and I think she probably will. In a year from now, 2 years from now, when I look at this couple of days that she's been in the UK, it's going to be more balanced with how people report. But right now, people are so upset with them, they're not giving them the victory that she wants. She so desperately wants. She wants to come, not shake up anything, not make anybody mad. People are already mad at her, so it's a little late. So they're making fun of her. They're booing them. They're not really clapping for them. I know they had that one night where they had a standing ovation, and after that, everybody started taking her pictures and started saying, how controlling she was of Harry, and it just came out to be very negative. One more day, we'll see what happens, but it looks like she's not having the success that she wanted, the show of the force that she wanted, and that's worrying her, and it's stressing her the hell out, her and Harry. The Queen has told them and has had a conversation with them. So she's smiling like Mona Lisa smiles. But behind that smile is worry and stress. Okay, so that's those. So I'm going to read on Harry, Meghan, and the Queen. Where they are now, how are they feeling? This is just the symbol on cards. Who are they? How are they feeling right now about this transition? Who are they, and how are they handling this transition through the symbol on cards? This deals with personalities, like what they're going through psychologically right now. Going to pull 3 cards, so that's too many. It was 4 cards. I just need 3. So this came out first. This is my card. So this is Harry. Meghan and the Queen. Simple as that. Ooh. So, oh my God, this is Harry. So you know with the similar books, I have to read the cards. Harry's card is the Empress, 25. See, now it says the Queen. I said Harry, Meghan, 25. Let's see what 25 says. Wow. So this says the Queen. This is Harry, number 25. You can see that. It says the Queen, the Empress. It says, we are used to the fact that there are men and women. We like to call men alpha and women beta. However, there are also alpha women, and logically their husbands can only rank beta or beta. This naturally confuses the order of things. What should be up is down, and what should be down is up. So what? The task of this card: you will meet a woman who is an alpha inside that makes you for the moment beta. Or are you in fact this alpha woman? So what? So as people are saying, Meghan is the dominant one. Harry is the weak one. There you go. Next card. This is Meghan. Meghan card is the Quarrel, number 37, which is the disagreement. I'm going to read it quickly. 37. Says, okay, Disagreement says the quarrel. Here, two truly great forces fight each other, as shown by the card. One side harbors a massive anger inside, and the other side simply wants to sustain harmony. And all this unites inside you simultaneously, and both need to be attended to and to be seen. War and peace. This card only says war and love. How can that work? So, Meghan is going through a lot of turmoil right now about what's happening between her and Harry, and this desire to be rich and famous, but also royal. There to be with the royal family, to be away from the royal family, to be with family, to be away from family. So there's something burning within her, that's brewing within her rather, that's dueling about what she really wants and having to fight to become either do what the Queen says to do or not. What is she going to do? She's fighting within herself. She doesn't want to obey. And so she's fighting within herself. And the last card is the Queen, which is depression, number 70. And that card says, at present part of your life appears to have frozen. Possibly we could even talk about a purification of your soul. In addition, there is a certain matter that you don't want to touch. You are afraid of the consequences, but they are already there. The card wants you to make the first step. Stand up and look around in this chamber of memories lost. It contains a secret that you yourself have hidden there. As soon as you find the courage to confront it, light will appear at the end of the cave. You already see it on this card. This is depression. This is the card for the Queen. She doesn't want to see she doesn't lose her grandson. She doesn't want all this stuff to happen. But she understands it's causing a lot of misery for everybody. So it's depressing her. She doesn't want to see her family separated like this. But it's happening. It's happening. She's going to have to deal with it. She doesn't really want to because she's his grandmother. She loves him. But as the Queen, she has to make decisions that's not going to always make everybody happy. But she's got to protect the monarchy. She has to do that. And it's worrying her as well. She's very worried about Harry. And worried about what the outcome is going to be with her family. So that's the reading for today. We see now that there's a lot of inner conflict going on with Miss Meghan Markle about whether she should comply with what the Queen wants her to do. Although they've made the decision to leave and go overseas and step away from being senior royals, is she really going to comply with the rules that the Queen is going to set forth for her and Harry to follow or not? She feels the pressure to do so, but she also has this inner desire to do what she wants to do, and she's trying to get guidance on how to get to balance both of those things. I don't know if that's going to happen, but she is starting to understand that she is not going to win this battle against the Queen. And then you got Harry. He's very confused. He's very frustrated, worried about if he's really going to be able to carry this through. He doesn't want to look like a failure. We also see that the cards are saying that, as everyone else is saying, that Harry is also being led by Meghan, and people don't want to hear that. They don't want to. They say that Harry has made his own decision, and yes, Harry has made his own decision. However, Harry is being led around by Meghan. So we said the Queen card. He is acting like the beta in the relationship instead of the alpha. Meghan is the alpha, and that is what everybody is saying. You cannot deny that. So whether he wanted to leave or not, he is really following a lot of things that Meghan wants, because he really wants, one, Meghan to be happy. He doesn't want to lose her right now. He's being led by lust, and he's not being logical about a lot of things. On the other hand, the Queen has to be more logical and has to have a strategy. She doesn't want to hurt her grandson, but she knows she has to protect the royal family and him from himself, kind of, sort of, but from Meghan. So, but she wants, and it's not an easy thing to do, to cut your someone you love off, because you have to make a decision about business and family, right? But she has to be put in this position. Harry and Meghan forced her hand, and so she has to do it. So it depresses her a lot to have to make this decision. And I think if we all think about it, it probably brings back a lot of emotion about when she lost her sister, right? Who also had to choose duty over love. and her uncle who had to choose love over duty, you know. So this is not easy for her, and I don't think she thinks it's going to end well with Harry. No one in the family really thinks it's going to end well for the family, but this is where we are. So I think this next month, Meghan is going to be really thinking about this decision that she and Harry have made, and she's going to also have to come to terms with if she's, whatever the final ruling is with the Queen and the royal family, what they've come up with as far as with the rules that they're going to have to follow, Meghan and Harry, while they're overseas doing their thing. She has to live up to those standards and whatever they are the Queen sets before her. Or is she going to fight the Queen, take him to court, or just disregard whatever the Queen tells her to do? That's what Meghan's fighting with right now. Harry is fighting with the perception that he's weak. Meghan is leading him. He's afraid of failing right now because everybody's going to say, see, we told you so. So he has all this extra stress on his shoulders. Plus, like I said, at this age, what he's going through right now, most of us went through when we got out of college. And he's now having to earn his own keep, technically, as well as to be the head of the family, technically, and move overseas away from his family. And it's a lot of stress on him, and not knowing if he's really ever going to be able to come back home. And if he does come back home to the royal family, is it going to be the same? Are they going to accept him? Is the public going to accept him? He's hoping he doesn't have to deal with that. He will be successful, but he's uncertain. So that's what's going on right now. A lot of things are being finalized. The Queen is giving him more guidelines that he and Meghan are going to have to follow. Queen doesn't want to have to do it, but she knows she has to do it to protect the royal family and Harry from himself and from Meghan. If her ultimate goal is just to use the family to become richer and famous. So if you want to read with me, hey, you know how to reach me. AscensionSoulCoaching@gmail.com. I'd be happy to help you. And tomorrow we can read on some more cards, and the cards don't lie. And tomorrow there'll always be something else to talk about. And this card is the Devil. Because the devil's always in the details. Okay? Talk to you later. Peace.